How well does the Zoom L-12 version 2.0 firmware update work? I'm going to test it out coming up. What's up everybody, my name is Matthew Stratton, helping you create music, and on this channel I do setup videos, tutorials, and reviews just like this one. If you're new here, consider subscribing. Alright, so Zoom just came out with version 2.0 firmware update for the L-12. So what I want to do is kind of show you what the L-12 did before the update, and then go ahead and install the update, and then I'm going to show you what it does after the update. So the update basically allows the users to send effects through the individual monitor outs. So if you know about the L-12, it has 5 different headphone monitor outs, and you can make custom mixes for each of those headphones outs. One of the capabilities that it was lacking though is that you couldn't send effects into those monitors. So like for example, say you had the band set up and you had the vocalist that wanted to monitor reverb or something within the headphones while they were singing, what have you. You couldn't do that with the L-12 previously, but now they're supposed to have updated this to where you can send customized levels of the effects into each individual mix. So let's go ahead and get into this. So let me show you my setup right here. So this is a setup for demonstration purposes, okay? So I have my microphone right over here. This microphone is actually going to line 8 here. Got the phantom power pushed in, okay? And then I have my Akai Professional MPC Live, and the outputs 1 and 2 of here is going into 9 and 10 right here. All right, so if you look right here, this is the headphone amplifier and the monitor outs. Okay, this is your master outs. These are your monitor outs. So what you can do with the L-12, if you're new to the L-12, is basically make your master mix here, and then you have 5 separate headphone out mixes or monitor mixes. So right here you have A through E, and that's represented by these buttons here, A through E. So if you look here, this is the master fader mode, and this is the phone out monitor A mode. This is monitor B, monitor C, monitor D, and monitor E. So every single one of these fader modes can be different. So with the old version, you can have your master set here, and you can have an effects go through. So check this out. So be forewarned, I'm using this little cable here. So you might hear a little bit of distortion from the Zoom L-12. All right, so like I say, normally I wouldn't do it this way, but this is the only way where I could record this and you can actually hear the difference between the master fader and the separate mixes. And it's good to know I have this button up because that's going to give it the master mix, but if I push it down, it's going to give me mix A. So it's up now. I'm going to unmute it. All right, so here's my voice through the master mix. Okay, so if you look right here on this channel strip, I have selected here this button. So this basically routes the input signal over to here, to my controls over here. And then this right here is my effects send. So if I turn this up, you can start to hear the effects in my voice. So, so this, is basically going to the master mix. You can see I have master selected here. All right, but check this out. Once I click this button, it's going to go into mix A. All right, boom, and then right back to the raw signal. So if you look here, I have this actually turned up on that mix. And even though you can look right here, the effects are still turned up, but I'm not hearing any of those effects coming through. So this was not a desirable function for the users. You would think that you could be able to send the effects over to the headphones. All right, so this is A master, and this is A in the headphones. So let's say, you were jamming out. Right, and then I would say my voice is like laying down vocals, but I wanted to basically sound like this. All right, so I'm hearing a little bit of reverb on the vocal mix, and just because that's what I wanted to hear, you couldn't be able to hear that in the headphones in the custom mix, okay, of A. this illustrates the point that basically out of the master output, you can hear the effects, but in A through E, you're not able to hear the effects. All right, so basically what you gotta do, all right, so what I'm gonna do is power down the unit. I'm going to go through the update process. If you wanna know about this process, I'll go ahead, I'll leave a card. I'll leave a card right there so you can go ahead and check out the process. I laid down how to update it, you know, step by step. Okay, so now the system is updated. So let's see if you can actually hear the effects in the A custom mix. So if I select my vocal track here, all right, I got the effects turned up. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the recording over here. All right, so this is the master. So what I'm gonna do is go to basically my A mix. Okay, so this is my A mix. And you can see the effects send is turned up, but now we have this additional green light here. So this green light indicates that the effects return, this is the effects return, right? So the effects returned is turned all the way down. So what I'm going to do is turn that fader down to that. So now when I turn up the effects return, you should be able to hear some, you know, some reverb in that. So let's go ahead and see if we can hear that. And there you go. It works out splendidly. All right, turn that down for now. Okay, so there you have it. It works out. So what I want to do, kind of give you an example, right? I'm assuming you're going to be able to have that effect in A, B, C, D, and E. Okay, I tested it on the master in A and it's working perfectly. All right, so for example, let's say you don't want to hear effects on the master, right? So I'm going to go to the master. I want to turn the effects down on the master. And then I'm going to go over to A. And then I'm going to turn the effects up on A. So check this out. Unmute this stuff here. All right, so this is the master mix, okay? So say this is what we want to hear, you know, coming out of the speakers, right? We want the dry vocals and then the basic band jamming. But say the vocalist wants to hear reverb for whatever reason. So if I click into here, that gives me the A mix. All right, so now you have the effects in the A, which is really cool. So, hello, hello, hello. All right, so there you got it. So no effects, right, on the mix A, effects on mix A. So this is the feature that the users requested, and now we got it. All right, so there you have it. The Zoom actually delivered on a feature that the users were actually requesting. All right, so big thumbs up to Zoom for that. All right, so there you have it. This is firmware version 2.0. So I hope this video helped you out, helped you get an idea of what the update actually does. And I know the L-12 isn't the simplest thing to wrap your head around. I tried to kind of simplify what was actually going on in this demonstration. But if you have any questions, just leave it in the comments below. I'll try to answer them as efficiently as I can. And I do have some other videos about the L-12, so go ahead and click the card right there and you can get over to that playlist so where you can see some of the other videos where I'm testing it out. Similar to this video where I'm you know, just plugging the thing in, testing it out and seeing what it can actually do. So check that out if you haven't. My name is Matthew. Continue to create and I'll see you in the next video.